Namaste, Rev G here. We are here today at our seminary, Sacred Journey Interfaith Seminary, and today's wisdom teaching with our students is centered around Judaism and Christianity, the Judeo-Christian traditions. And so, because we're actually in the module of Abrahamic traditions, and so we start with Judaism, and then we speak about Christianity later in the day, and then next month, because our students, our seminarians, come every month, and they receive wisdom teaching about a various faith practice, and so next month will be Islam. But in any event, that's why I'm not at home, and that's why Dean Laurie, Reverend Laurie Cardona, is inside teaching Judaism. I'm going to be teaching Christianity later, and I took a break and I came outside to do the Lenten practice. And so we were just talking about at times we might feel that we're, I don't want to say slipping from our practice, from our spiritual practice and any ritual that we might do. I don't want to say slipping, but sometimes life gets in the way of things, and we put a pause on it. And when that was brought up today, I chimed in with a little brother Lawrence and said, interesting that, we're viewing like these ritualistic prayers or time set aside for God, that like we're seeing that as like part of our to-do list. When Brother Lawrence teaches us in the practice of the presence of God that everything is prayer, everything is communication with God, everything is intimacy with the divine, depending on our consciousness about it. So we could be emailing with God, we could be driving with God, we could be going to the bank with God, we could be all the chores we have to do, the to-dos with God. It's about inserting the consciousness in there. It's about the mindfulness. And then I was reminded of Thich Nhat Hanh and his cookie ritual, where he talks about this in some of his books, where he's sitting there eating a delicious cookie and really being mindful with the cookie, and his foot, he's on a couch and he's eating the cookie, but his foot, his bare foot, is also on the couch with the cat, and he's kind of petting the cat with his foot and feeling the fur of the cat, and the cat purring, and him eating the delicious cookie and being with God in that. I think that's so beautiful. If we can just remember that, if I could just remember that in every moment, if I'm present and mindful of God in everything that I'm doing, even the things that are annoying and mundane or stressful, if I can bring God into that, as we talked about yesterday, God's divine grace is showered upon us like those rose petals or fairy dust. So I'll leave you with that for today, and we'll pray as we do every single day. We pray for those who are suffering, who are afflicted, who are deeply afflicted with anxiety, deeply afflicted with depression and addiction. We pray for these and for all of those who have asked us for prayer, and all of those who are suffering at this time all over the planet. We pray for God's grace and mercy to be with them, to strengthen them, for the angels to be with them. And we proclaim that that's true and affirm it. Namaste. I'll see you tomorrow.